Next one is vintage category, and it's Eddie Dunn. It's a 1964 Morris BMC. Well done, Eddie, that's a gorgeous machine as well. And here's another Leyland, but they were all BMC, I think, this one. And this is Joe Cleary. And this one was brought to you by the great Joe Cleary from Ballamere there. Better known as Mrs. Black, or Mrs. Brown, sorry. The Tash Cricket Club presents Mrs. Brown. And Mrs. Brown is Joe Cleary. And Mrs. Dempsey, a friend of MacDonald. And they're again, they're not for paying any household charge. Anybody who's familiar with Mrs. Brown would be familiar with those antics there. And I think if Mrs. Brown ever gets in trouble, Joe would be a great representative to have up there. At the moment now, we're in some minute now. Yeah, well, give me a shout in a few minutes. Thanks for that, Joe. Please get your hands together for Mrs. Brown's Pies and all the rest. George Leary, and it's the Thatch Club from Ballamere. This time we have Dennis Bracken and Conor Hayden under quads. And two type of quads on it. They're in the west section of it. Well done, lads. Dennis Bracken and Conor Hayden. Fair play. This is the Murphy family and friends. All roads lead to Moneygall last May, where President Obama and his wife Michelle visit ancestral home. And we have first cousin, his cousin Henry Healy, and the residents of Moneygall. And also we're not disappointed when the first couple agreed to meet everyone with enthusiasm and their gets. And I think the catchphrase was, is Trader Lynn. So why not begin? He's going to sample it up over to you. Michelle looks a little bit bombed off there, but it's probably the bad Guinness. I can well imagine. But again, it continues on the story, the great story of the visit of President Obama to Ireland last year, and it is great to have him down in the Midlands. It did work wonders for tourism and everything else in the Midlands. And the security is very strict there, bright in the lands there. There's no fear of anybody getting near them, that's for sure. So I don't know whether it's the NFA or the CIA, but I don't know, it's probably one or the other. Please get your hands together, a wonderful float here from the Murphy family and friends. And that's Carl Murphy, of course, and Carl does a lot of work locally. His number is 087 6387 420. Oh, Patrick Murphy, of course, Paddy was on there as well, Butter, yeah. This time, it's Team Patrick Killeen. And again, it's don't pay the stepping tank or go back to the buckle and plank. So if you I'll tell you one thing, that's the cleverest thing I've heard in a long time, that's for sure. Well, where would you get a man to do that nowadays? I mean, there's no trouble to get the woman to do it, but to get the man to do it. That could be difficult. Well, I'll tell you one thing, if she was out there 2 hours ago, she wouldn't sit there too long. Please get your hands together there. And whatever you do, don't walk around the back of the trailer. Because you never know what you're hanging around. This is Bracken's dismantles, of course, from Ballycumber, who are legends in dismantling and looking after people over the years. If you ever want a part or anything else, you always know where to go. And thanks to Bracken for being with us here today. Contact 086 662 746. So if you're stuck for a balance or a hub or a wheel or anything else, make your way down the Bracken to Ballycumber. And you can't go wrong. It's a wagon belly, that's right, hay turtle. It's a roller type hay turtle, wagon belly. So it's from bygone days, of course. This Jim Ferry's horse. And the man who's on the tractor is getting shook around there pretty well anyway. It's a field marshal Mayo and a stone crusher at the back. So you get a great Jim Ferry there and Peter Bellis. And that stone crusher is a fantastic piece of equipment. That's float number 60 there, Jim Ferry and Peter Bellis. And this is Joe Cannon here and he's Massey Ferguson. Well done, Joe. And And that was float number 61, so with a massive amount of floats really, considering the adverse weather and everything else. We'd just like to welcome our dignitaries on the stage. I don't mind to mention, I think, we have Father Joe Gallagher and the great Paddy Lowry. We have our judges Nicola McKenna, Louise Begley, Noel Begley. We have Miss Marcella Gordon Kennedy as well. So please give a nice round of applause to our dignitaries and judges on stage. And we also have Tom Buckley and Des Sweeney here, so they're being up the rear. Just again, it's been a fantastic turnout, and we thank you very much for your cooperation with the stewards, and thank you for turning out with such large numbers. We'd also like to thank the Gardaí, the Civil Defence, all the members of the committee, all other people that helped out along the line. Too many to mention, Born Mona for the trailer, and our stewards as well, too many to mention again. And Timmy Malloy, please give Timmy a nice round of applause who looked after the sound for the day. Well done, Timmy.